Do you know what time it is? It's time for us to create. Let's try to stretch creativity. Let's learn together. If you wouldn't mind, please subscribe.
So I created this image and I pulled it into Silhouette Studio, checking the settings for my printer to make sure I'm getting the best quality print. Once I've printed out the card, I'm actually using a HP Office printer. I've printed it now. I've laid it on my cut mat to insert it into my Silhouette cutting machine. It's me going back to Silhouette and setting it up to be cut. It is now being cut, the areas that I want. And now I'm going to take it off of the mat. So this is just me tearing off the tape I had down for placement, pulling off the borders, and I actually cut out the center for this one just to layer this card and give it a little bit more depth and dimension. Now the card is out. I actually said I'm going to use this glitter cardstock, so I actually need to cut the inner circle for that. So this is just me. I put that cardstock on the cutting mat, and this is just it being cut at this time. I take it off. I then remove the placement tape, and I just pop those circles right out of the cardstock. The edges really don't matter. I can just trim them off. You can see the cuts went straight through. And for this, I'm just, like I said, I'm layering this card. I'm cutting it down to the size that I want. And I'm going to insert this gold right in the middle to give it a little sparkle. So one was gold, the other was silver, and I'm doing the same one to the secondary card, same steps. So the next minute is just going to be me following the same steps for the secondary card that I cut out with the silver glitter cardstock. And you can see I actually taped the opposite side of this card first before I did the insert, which means it doesn't require any specific order as far as the arrangement. So now I'm just layering this card, and I'm putting this card. I had a piece of black cardstock, so I'm adding it to a black cardstock. And what I'm going to do next, you can see I took out my cutting tool, and I'm just cutting that. I'm making sure the placement is right, and now I'm just going to cut it. And cut it down and make sure it's even and it looks the way I want to. You can see I took out my bigger cutter just to have a little bit more control on those cuts. So that's what we're going to see the next few minutes, just me cutting down that cardstock, making sure the cut was right for me for this card. Next, I'm just pulling out one of my card bases and scoring it so I can add that cover to the card base. And this is me just putting that tape down. And I did the gold. Now I'm doing the same thing to the silver. And I'm just going to now put it back on that cutting tool. And I'm just going to cut it down. Yeah, that's just cutting it down to make sure it's centered. It looks right. And now I'm just putting the inside insert that I created for this cover. I actually use a vellum insert for this because I really like the contrast of the vellum, and I use the high quality white paper in the back for this insert. So I'm just cutting that down to size. So you're going to see that for the next few minutes, and I'm just inserting it into my card. We just want to make sure that's even. And yeah, I do another cut because I like everything to be uniform and really, really even. And this is the finished look of this card. I hope you like it. This is our creative process. I hope you like it. If you want to purchase it, you can always visit our website. If you want to make it, I will be redoing this card with a stamp set, so you can make it in the comfort of your own home if you want to make it. So just look out for that. And please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. And share. Thank you.